Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Many applicants had reached out to me asking for IIM Kozhikode specific interview advice. I offer a generic interview course which is a recorded set of videos for people to prepare for their normal, frequently asked MBA interview questions. Apart from that, in this video, I am going to share what certain areas you have to give more importance to while preparing for IIM Kozhikode interview. This is based on my interaction with multiple alumni, reading their accounts of how their interviews went, the experiences, right? So if I see a pattern in most of the previous years IIM Kozhikode interview, there are certain areas or themes which the interviewers generally touch upon. They also have alumni interviewers, not just the professor interviewers also, right? So in the interview, the first thing generally, like in most of the MBA interviews, they ask you questions about yourself. They want you to introduce yourself. The second thing that you need to kind of focus on is the essay, the alternative resume essay that you had written. The essays are given utmost importance in IIM Kozhikode's interview, right? Unlike many other B schools. So they're going to ask you questions from your essay, especially the alternative resume. Whatever you have portrayed yourself as in that resume, be prepared to answer as many questions as possible from that part. The other key theme or element that comes across in the interview experiences is to talk about your hobbies, right? So if you have written about reading books or any hobby, right? So be prepared enough to speak sense about your hobbies, what you have done, and just share it with them. The fourth thing I have seen is more of a current affairs, general knowledge kind of a theme, but they don't go very far and wide across the world, right? So they ask questions mostly about the state you come from, either you currently reside or whatever you quote as your native. They have some questions revolving around the current affairs or general happening. For example, if someone said Orissa, they ask about floods. If someone said in a state where there is an election coming up, they ask about politics, something around that. This I see as a pattern. Fifth and the foremost important one is about your company, right? Not just your function of work, but generally the companies that you have worked in so far, right? From your first company till the company that you're working current. They ask you questions about how the company is doing, what they do, what are their service offerings, what is their revenue, what is their profit, questions around that, right? So these, if you have a family business or something, they ask you questions about that as well. So these are the primary themes that come out from the various interview experiences that I have observed. On tips how to prepare, generally what I would say is keep a thorough note of whatever you have written in your essays and the application, right? And try and come up with what could be the variations of questions that can be asked from your essay, right? Have enough defense to defend all of those things, right? Why so, why not so? And why MBA is a very generic question asked in any MBA interview, so be prepared for that one as well. So pretty much these are my high level feelers about the interview. If you want specific tips on how to prepare for most of these frequently asked questions, you can take my video recorded course and reach out to me on email in the description box below. I can give you access as a paid offering. You can take it forward from there for your preparation. I also do mock interviews for candidates appearing for IIM Kozhikode. All the very best for your interviews.